Hey, great afternoon, great evening, depending on where you're watching me around the world here. Hey, this is Wesley Virgin here, and jump in here right now. I want to give you the 4 letters, okay? By perfecting these 4 letters, it will solidify your success. Hey guys, how are you? Hey, what's going on? Hey, put below where you're calling from. If you, I'm sorry, not calling, but wherever you're around the world, put your name below. I want to give you guys a shout out here, and put your state or city or country where you're calling from as well. And yes, it's raining over there. Let's go! All right? And, I'm sorry. Can I get one person right now, if you don't mind here? If you don't know who I am, my name is Wesley Virgin. I was poor, and now I'm rich. And I'm only rich because I follow a certain philosophy that I want to share with the world, okay? I'm no better than you. I don't have any type of specialized education. I didn't graduate from college here. My dad wasn't rich. I didn't get any special type of treatment in life to be the man that I am today. But I'm wealthy, I'm successful, I'm healthy, I'm happy, and things are working out. So what I want to do is I want to be able to send that and project that to you here, okay, in this video. So please watch this, because I want to give you a philosophy that is not taught in school. It's not taught at your job. You won't hear this maybe where you live here today, but this information is very available. So please, somebody, one person, write this below. By perfecting these 4 letters, success is inevitable. I want one person right now to comment that below, please. Okay? By perfecting these 4 letters, success, wealth, happiness is easy, okay? Hold on, let me give you guys a shout out here. Sorry. Atlanta, Georgia, how are you? Thailand, what's up? What's up? What's up? Kevin, what's going on? Avro, Shamra, Corey. How's everybody doing? Let's go! If you can hear me clearly, I want you to comment the word, let's go. Let's get started here, okay? So, understand something. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this. And even though I may sound repetitive, listen anyway, okay? A lot of this information on my site at wesleyvirgin.com, and this specifically, this video is coming from my program, The Overnight Millionaire. And I want to explain to you the 4 letters which enables me to make a bunch of money, for me to perfect things in life faster than others, allows me to attract those relationships faster than other people, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and it's for free, okay? Pay attention. Write this down. Now understand something. Whenever you're watching a video, okay, of someone that you believe is wealthy or that you trust, and I appreciate your trust, write it down. I don't care if you're a teenager right now. You could be in your 20s right now, in college. You could be the person that's trying to figure out what to do with your life. You could be a person in your 30s. You have children. You have a significant other. Whenever somebody is speaking to you, like right now, me and you on camera here, I can see you. Pay attention, listen, and write it down. Because you don't know which video or what type of information may be a breakthrough for you. Okay? You have no idea that you may hear something, see something that would give you that instant breakthrough. Does that make sense? All right. First thing that I want you to write down is this: thoughts. Okay? I want everybody that's listening to my voice to put the word thoughts below. Okay? Now, my question is this to you: what is a thought? That's the first letter and the 4 letter that you must perfect to be successful, wealthy in any area of life, not just money. Thoughts. Can anybody tell me right now what a thought is? Tell me. Talking to you. Thought. What's a thought? Well, a thought is, I'm curious, like, put in the comments below. Okay, even if you're watching a replay right now, put in the comments below, what is a thought? Now, a lot of you say, well, yeah, what is a thought? Let me answer the question for you. See, some people say self-talk, right? Any idea that you have in your head, gratitude. Listen, a thought is nothing but you asking yourself questions, okay? When I ask you the question, what is a thought? The first thing you thought about is, what is a thought? Some of you did this, Why did you do that? Why did you tilt your head up to the left like that? Like, what is a thought? Some of you did this, Why did you do this? Like, what are you doing? A thought is nothing but asking yourself questions in your mind, right? When you get up in the morning, let me give you an example. When you get up in the morning, all right, if you are motivated to rock your day, or have a great time, or be able to attract great opportunities, that's one thought. Or you can wake up in a bad mood. How many of you wake up in a bad mood? Right? But understand this. That is determined from the questions you ask yourself. Because see, unconsciously, this is what happens. You're laying down. Man, I got to get up. Man, do I got to get up? Man, can I sleep a little later? I wonder what's going to happen at the job today. I hope I have a good day. We're always asking ourselves questions. Questions are the inception stages, are the beginning of thoughts. Write that down. Okay? Number 2, feelings. I want everybody to write down the word feelings. Guys, if you don't mind, can you tag a couple of people? Because I want everybody, including you or somebody that you know, to hear and see this. This is powerful. Feelings. Okay? And share this. Thank you. Feelings. If you like and share this, I'll give you guys a gift card. Feelings. How many of you feel good right now? Be honest. How many of you feel like shit right now? Be honest. How many of you feel overwhelmed? How many of you feel angry? How many of you feel pissed? How many of you feel successful? Understand this. Whatever thought that you have, the next thing that happens is you're going to feel something. Let me give you an example. A lot of people, I've had over 100,000 people buy the Overnight Millionaire, which is a program that I've created to help people become multimillionaires. I just give them my philosophy, my plan on what I did in 45 days to make $1 million a month. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen to you, but I'm just sharing what I did personally to do that. Okay? Now, when some people buy my program, right? They got the program. Okay, great. This is going to make me rich, right? Then the next thing is, because that's the thought, right? The thought is, I want to be successful. I took action. I bought the program. Now I'm feeling good, right? You're feeling good about the purchase, right? You got it. Now the next thing I want you to write down is A, for action. Based off that feeling, now it's time to take action, right? Now this is where a lot of you fall short, because like, you have the thought of being rich, you have the thought of being successful, you have the thought of wanting to be this incredible person, right? And then you feel good about it in the moment, right? But now it's time to take action. And some of us do, like you take action. You may say, well, yeah, Wesley, I bought your program. It's amazing, it's incredible. And I'm taking action. I'm taking action. And after that action, I want you to write down this letter. Results. We all want results, right? Like, no one wants to do something and not get results. But the problem is this. Like, I know the problem because I used to be broke and poor. Like, I know what you're thinking right now. Well, Wesley, I have that thought. I have the feeling of success. I have the thought of success. I'm taking action, but I'm not getting results. How many of you are in that issue or in that predicament right now? You have the thought of being successful. That's T. You have the feeling of success. You're taking action towards the success, but you're not getting the result of what you believe success is. How many of you right now, hit the like button right now if that's you. Be honest. Because I'm about to unpeel the onion and you're about to see why you're not getting the results. Okay? Look at my lips. Repetition is the mother of skill. Look at me. Repetition is the mother of skill. If today, I don't care if you're 15, 55, 35, 45 years old, you made a decision or had a thought that you want to make a transition in your life. It doesn't matter what transition it is. You just want to change. Change boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, money, job, opportunity. It doesn't matter. Okay? And from that thought, now you have to feel something. Because if you watch any of my previous videos, feeling is what causes things to manifest in our life. Now you have to feel a certain way for something to happen. Does that make sense? All right? And from that feeling, an action must take place, because to be practical about it, something has to happen in the physical world for the result to materialize. But many of you, you're stuck when it comes to two of those letters. And let me tell you what they are. You are not sustaining the feeling of success, and you're not sustaining the action. And if you don't have the feeling of success, which has to happen before you take that necessary action, then the results that you desire never takes place. Now, am I making sense here? Let me make sure, guys. If I'm moving too fast, hit the like and share button for me, if you don't mind. Am I making sense? Just give me a thumbs up if I'm making sense. Let me go slower. Listen. Okay? Right now, every single one of you, that are watching this video right now, you have the thought of success or the desire of making millions, right? That's obvious. Everybody does. If I ask you, hey, you want to be successful? Of course. You want to be rich? I can ask 20, 100 people. Everybody wants to be rich, period. Okay? But you always have one or two that say no. That's cool. We're not talking to them. But the next thing is the feeling. Now, see, right now you may feel inspired while watching this video. You might feel excited because maybe I'm saying something that's relating or resonating with you right now. But the question is this is the hard part. Where does that feeling go? Like, you might right now say, you know what, man, that makes sense. I feel that I need to buy Wesley's program, the Overnight Millionaire. I feel that I need to do something to be more progressive in my life right now. I feel that I need to take the necessary measures to be able to increase my quality of life. But many of you are broke, and many of you are average, and many of you are having a very hard time. It's because you don't know how to sustain the feeling of success, which means this is what they didn't teach you in school. They didn't teach you in your household, is the feeling that you have to have, or you have to demonstrate, has to take place before you get the result that you desire. Let me say this one more time. Now listen to me here. The feeling, okay, that you must have, that you must harness, must take place before the result, the cars, right? Look at this. It's one of my watches here. It's an AP watch here. See that? Iced out with diamonds. $60,000. Before I could get a watch like this, I had to master the thought, right? That means that the thought of what I wanted must be permeating in my mind, okay? And then I must feel that it's possible. That's going to increase my belief that I can actually do this. And from that feeling, I would take the action. And while taking the action, I'm still going to feel successful. And if I feel successful, listen, while I'm taking the action, I get the results on autopilot. This is my life, by the way. Everything that I do, like right now, I just created, like I told you guys about my program, Overnight Millionaire, okay? Right now, we're making a lot of sales per day right now, thank God. Right? All praises to the Most High, God is the greatest. You know why? Because before I created the program, listen, before I created the offer that many millions of people are buying, I had the thought, listen, I thought about creating something for men and women around the world that will allow them to have the ability to understand the information or the knowledge so they can be rich and successful and wealthy too. That was a thought. Then I moved to the feeling. Write it down, please. Write this down. Then I had to feel, okay, as if it had already taken place, which means that I had to feel that the program was in the hands of the people. That's you. I had to, listen, I had to feel that everything was working out the way I designed it before I even created the program, before I created the website, before I created the Facebook ad, before I created the YouTube channel. I had to feel as if everything was working out based off my expectations, okay? Now, this is powerful stuff. Hit the like and share button. This is powerful, right? And I pulled this from the Overnight Millionaire program. Pay attention. And if I master that feeling and I can see the sales coming in, right? And I can hear the testimonies of people that are raving about my product, millions of people around the world. I can hear the sounds of the notifications that's coming into my phone, right? Sales, sales, sales. Now, when it's time for me to take action and actually do the work to make that invisible visible, it's simple. It's simple. Why? Because I've mastered the F, which is the feeling. Like I master it. I thought about it and I visualized it and I created it so many times. So when I was going through you guys call it the struggle, I call it the process. When I was just going through the process, right, creating the site, writing the copy, creating the offer, thinking about the email addresses or the website addresses, how am I going to sell the product? When I was going through the process, in my mind, the process was already done. In my mind, I was only thinking about the result. Okay? Does that make sense? See, when you go through the process of trying to be successful, you spend too much of your thought pattern or thought time on the process. You're thinking only about the process. You're thinking about how hard it is. You're thinking about the failure. You're thinking about, like, when some of you go to the gym, you're like this working out. Like, oh, I'm so tired. It hurts so bad. I'm so sweaty. I'm done. If your thoughts, listen, if you master this, you will be rich beyond imagination. More than 90% of entrepreneurs, or even young people who want to be entrepreneurs, they think too much about the process. So if your thought is about the process, then you're not going to feel as if the result has taken place. See, if I'm thinking about what I got to do every day to make $1 million, what I got to do? Okay, great. Then, if I have thoughts and I think about what I got to do, which are things that I don't want to do, then I'm not going to feel like I want to do it. Listen. And if I feel as if I don't want to do the action, how much result am I going to get? Little. So you may say, well, Wesley, how do we fix this? Okay. And I want you to pay attention. This is powerful here. How do we fix this? Like, how do I take this acronym or take these 4 letters and use them in a way that's going to be beneficial so I can get what I want faster? And I'm talking about anything. Anything you want, okay? Money, materialistic things, people, relationships, opportunity. It doesn't matter. This works on the universal level. It's whatever thought that you have when you desire something. You have to feel as if the result that you want has already taken place. And when you think about what you want has already taken place from the thing that you desire, you will naturally take action. And while you're taking action, you're going to think about the thought and you're going to feel as if it's already taken place. Now understand this. You can't do this one time and expect your brain automatically to think about the positive outcome. Many of you are already programmed in such a negative way that your mind automatically defaults to the process of doing something, even though you can achieve it, even though you can have great results. Like my program, other people's systems, they are great systems. Okay, you can achieve greatness with these programs. But if your thought is about what you must do on the day-to-day, if I say, hey, you got to meditate every day, you got to visualize every day, you got to eat healthy, you got to drink water, you think, oh God, I got to drink water. Oh my God, I got to meditate. I forgot to meditate, but I got to work. I got to do this. I don't have time. Well, that's most people. And let me tell you why you're doing that. It's because your brain has already been conditioned to only focus on the process that you don't want to do. And it's not because you don't want to do it. You have momentum thinking the way you think right now. If that made sense, hit the like and share button. You have been conditioned. You have momentum thinking the way that you think right now. So when I offer something new that can be beneficial for your life, that can be productive to your life, anybody, it doesn't work. Because the programming that's in your brain says no. Even though it's good for you. I can say, hey, eat this salad. It's healthy for you. It's complex carbs, right? But you're like, I don't want a salad. But it's good for you. It's going to make you healthier. Drink water. You're going to feel better. You're going to like, The reason why you don't want to do it is because the momentum that you've already created and been conditioned is salty foods. Foods that taste good on your tongue. Donuts, sugar, salt. You're conditioned the way that you eat in a certain way for so long. So when I introduce something that's more healthier, even though it can be productive, it can change your quality of life, you are naturally resistant. Right now, many of you have no money in your bank account. If that's you, say, yes, Wes, that's me. It's okay. Many of you right now have a job that you can't stand. If that's you, like, yes, Wes. Some of you have a business and it may be successful, but you're working so hard, you don't even want the business anymore. Can I get an amen to that? That's many of you. So what's the problem here? When you hear or see somebody else doing something that's more desirable and comparable to what you're doing, you're like, oh, I want to do that. That seems better than what I'm currently doing. But you have momentum. If you've been working a job for 5 to 10 years, then guess what? You expect a paycheck every 2 weeks. If you right now have a job and you've been working it for 5 to 10 years, you expect unconsciously that a check must come every week or every 2 weeks or every month, right? Does that make sense? Many of you, when the weekend happens, when the weekend is here, Saturday and Sunday, Friday, some of you Thursday, where you expect to have the drinks, hang out with friends. This is conditioned in your brain, okay? Only because it has momentum, because you've been playing this pattern over and over again. So now when I give you a new thought, you can be rich, you can be a millionaire. Oh, I want this, yeah, okay, I want this. But what you're forgetting about is the long process that you put yourself through, and the pattern, even though the pattern is not effective for your life, that you've been playing it for the past 5-10 years. Some of you lazy. Some of you can't manage money properly. Some of you are very piss poor in your relationships. Some of you are angry and depressed all the time. Okay? So what do we have to do? Break the pattern. For thoughts, feelings, actions, and results to take place in a more productive manner, you have to break the pattern. I want everybody right now to come to words, I must break the pattern. I want you to comment that right below. I must break the pattern. It's not because you're not good enough. It has nothing to do with your intellectual ability. It has nothing to do with how smart you are, how good looking you are, how short you are, how tall you are. It has nothing to do with that. You just have a pattern. That's it. Some of you have this pattern of living and it was unconscious, which means your parents. Think about your parents right now. Your parents probably are losers. I hate to call them losers, but most parents are. If your parents couldn't manage finances, then you probably can't manage finances. If your parents didn't go to the gym 6 or 7 days a week, work out, eat healthy, you probably not working out 6 or 7 days a week. If they're not healthy, you're probably not healthy. If your parents talk piss poorly and they always tend to focus on the boo-boo of life, you know, everything that is negative, then you're probably like that too. Am I making sense? What I'm telling you is not your fault. It's not your fault that you don't understand that this thoughts, feelings, actions, and result process is not working for you. Like you can't achieve your goal. It's not about being confused. It's not about, well, no, stop. You just have a pattern that you must break. Now the question is, how do you break the pattern? And this is the tough part. I'm talking from the heart. Because, you know, when you watch a video like this, you're looking for an answer. And I appreciate that you are trusting me that I would give you an answer. Even if I give you the answer that you don't want. Let me share a story with you. My house manager, Lupe, I was in my bed over there, right? And she was talking to me about her business. She's getting overwhelmed. But I remember, and she has a cleaning business, right? She cleans people's houses, high rises. She cleans a lot of celebrity type clients. And she was praying to God for abundance. She wanted more business, right? Because, you know, when people meet me, when they see my life, they're like, oh man, I want what Wesley have. I need, because, you know, I'm so positive. So people tend to love the positive vibrations that I give them when they're around me. It's just natural for me. But I've conditioned myself to be this way. And she was talking to me, and I can tell that she wanted to have a conversation. And she says, well, Wesley, can you give me $400? And I said, no, absolutely not. I said, well, Lupa, you already been here, you know, this week. You're only going to work like 2 or 3 days. And what I thought she was asking me, for more money, inclusive of the money that I was already paying her. Like I pay her $400 a week, and I thought she was asking me for more money. But then she was like, well, Wesley, I'm not doing anything more for you. I'm not going to pay your bills. I'm not going to order your food. I'm not going to do nothing for you at all. And it was a miscommunication, right? I with a smile, I said, well, that's fine, I understand. But long story short, I said, well, Wesley, my business, I have more clients. Like, can you imagine someone crying about having more clients? And look at this. She said, well, I asked God for more clients, and God is bringing the abundance in her life, right? She has more people that's calling her, scheduling her to do larger houses, to do move outs. But this lady was right there. And if you looked at her face, it wasn't happy. It wasn't joyful. She wasn't like, yes, more clients. She was like, my God, Wesley, it's so much. Right? And she was praying to God for abundance. And God sent the abundance, right? The universe sent her more people, more clients, right? Because it says in the Bible that your cup will run over, right? Because see, God in the universe is all about abundance. That means that if you believe, you'll receive more than what's expected. And sometimes they'll run over that you can't even handle it. And that's what happened to her. She couldn't handle the abundance. She was getting all these clients, all these clients, and now she was overwhelmed. Now she was getting to the point that she was like, oh my God, I got to hire more people. The point is this. Some of you are not ready for the abundance that the universe or God or whatever you believe is going to send to you. Okay? You're not ready for it. I said, Lupe, I'm going to let you guys go after this. I said, Lupe, what do you want? You guys hear me ask that question over and over again. What do you want? And she said, I said, is it more clients or more business? What you want? She said, well, I do, and I'm getting that, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm frustrated. And I said, well, what do you want? She says, and I had to help her. I said, what you want is, you want a business that even though it's expanding, you're working less. You want a business that is earning 5 times more money per month, but you're working less. As a matter of fact, you're enjoying the process. Does that make sense? Hit the like button. Hit the like button right now if that makes sense. I said clarity is power, Lupe. Because in the beginning, she's been with me like 4 or 5 years, right? When I first met her, she said, I want to grow my business, Wesley. She had the thought. She was feeling as if it was going to take place. She was taking the action. One thing about Lupe, she's always positive. She's always grateful to God. She's always excited. And now she's getting the results. But even by getting the results, she's unhappy. Why? Because she wasn't clear. I learned this early before I made my first million. Listen to me, young people. Many of you believe that you want this millions of dollars. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be very successful. You want this huge business of 100 employees around the world. Right? Great. But I made a decision and I had to make a choice. I said, Wesley, and I want you to ask yourself this question. I'm going to let you guys go. I said, Wesley, what do you really want? And I said, you know what? I really want a business that will expand financially. And I don't have to be connected to the business. Like, I want to take 6 months off, but yet the business grows. I don't want to go to the office every day. As a matter of fact, my office will be my bed. I said this 7 years ago. My office will be my bed when I wake up. Like every morning when I wake up, I want to see $5, $10, $20, $30,000 per day, even $100,000 per day without me doing nothing. All right? Now that was a request I made with myself and the universe. That's it. The point is this. If you don't get clear about what you want, the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, and the results, it's not going to happen the way that you want. It won't. Not because you don't have the ability, it's because you're not clear about what you want in the first place. Many of you right now, before you woke up this morning, had a thought. And right now it's 5 o'clock in the evening. I want you to think about, how did your day go? Was it a good day? Was it a profitable day? Did you make a lot of money? Did you meet some new people? Did you get a new job? Did you get a good phone call? I want you to think about that. And whatever on how you rate your day, I want you to think about, how did it begin? I want you to think about that beginning thought that you had before you started to do anything. I want you to think about that beginning thought. And then I want you to think about what feeling from that thought that you started to feel or embody. And then I want you to take notice of the actions that you took today. And now, since it's the end of the day, I want you to think about the results that you got. Like, was today profitable for you? Was it beneficial? Was it productive for you? That process, those 4 letters, if you perfect them, taking notice of your thoughts every day. How are you thinking? Are you thinking negatively or thinking positively? Are you thinking as far as expecting something great? Are you expecting something negative? Noticing how you feel. Do I feel empowered? Do I feel successful? Like, disconnect yourself, disassociate yourself from the external reality. Do I feel good right now? Do I feel excellent? Do I feel perfect? Do I feel beautiful? Do I feel smart? Do I feel it? And if you don't, fix it. How do you fix it? Go back to the thought. If I don't, like me, when I wake up, if I don't feel empowered, if I don't feel grateful, if I don't feel excited, if I don't feel powerful, I need to go back to the thought. I said, well, what thoughts, Wesley Virgin, do you need to have to feel the way that you want to feel? And once I feel that, I would naturally take the actions that needed to be taken in order to get the results. I love you. I appreciate you guys. Hit the like and share button if this resonated with you. If any one of you, listen to me, believe that thoughts create feelings, feelings create actions, and actions create results, I want you to type those words below, TFAR, and hit the like button right now. If you believe that, I want you to write the words, thoughts create feelings, feelings create actions, action creates results. This is the process of life. This is the formula for a successful life or a life of misery. I want you to like the button. If you, tomorrow morning, depending on what time you're watching this, you're going to take notice of your thoughts, hit the like button. If you're going to take notice of your thoughts, comment below. Thoughts. It's practice, repetition, over and over again. Hit the like button if you're going to realize that I must feel the way in advance of whatever I want to have in my hand. Hit the like button right now if you're willing to do that. And I'm going to suggest that the action that you're going to take will derive from the thoughts and the feelings that you possess. That's it. Because most of you don't know how to make $1 million yet. You don't know how to create or figure out what your purpose is for your life. You don't know how your life is going to start working out. And guess what? That's none of your business. I told Lupe, I said, that's God's business. That's the universe business. Whatever you want to call it, whatever symbol, metaphor you want to use to describe what we call the higher power. It's a supernatural power that allows whatever person or whatever idea, whatever thought, whatever mechanism that needs to be attracted to you in your life to fulfill the purpose, to fulfill the result. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Say it with me. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Say it with me, young people. Look at me. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Again, thoughts, feelings, actions, result. Master this. You may be thinking, Wesley, why are you saying this over and over again? Well, you listen to music over and over again. You watch a movie over and over again. You listen to the radio stations, your Drake, your Migos over and over again. So why can't we not say this over and over again? Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Harness this. Master these things. Choose the thoughts that you want. Choose the feelings that you want to feel. And do the actions that you need to take place or you need to do to get the result that you deserve. Thank you guys so much. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Thank you for sharing and liking this video. I appreciate you. I love you. Much love. Motivated, dedicated. Let's go. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results.